Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So I listen to Dave Ramsey regularly, but something that Dave Ramsey will never talk about. And I always wonder what would happen if I brought this up over the phone when I call him, but I'm not lucky enough to get him to answer me. So $200 a month invested from age 20 to 60 becomes over 2 million. I believe that. And he says you don't have to be rich to build wealth, you just need time and consistency. And then he goes on to show what happens if you wait. Time matters more than timing. You don't need a big salary. And if you wait till 30, you lose uh, over 75% of that return. And there's something that's missing on this chart. 200 a month invested from 20 to 60 is 2 million. What a lot of people don't realize is that 200, the same 200 a month invested from when you're 40 to when you're 80 is also 2 million. And so if waiting 10 years to invest costs you, what is it, 1.5 million, doing something that harms your body to the point that you lose 10 years off the other end is also worth the same amount, right? So if you're vaping, if you're smoking radioactive cigarettes, if you're not getting exercise, if you're binge eating, all of that could be the equivalent of that, right? It's just on the other end of the equation, right? But for some reason that's not popular to talk about, right? So for example, investing in the other end of your lifespan could be much more valuable than investing money. What's really damaging is if you do something that kills both of them at the same time, right? If you take money, part of that, and you invest it in radioactive cigarettes so that that 60 becomes a 55. Now you're destroying your wealth in two different directions, right? But that's not popular to talk about. That really isn't. I don't know why. If you look over here, you get a lot of remarks. At 20, I didn't have 200 to put aside. Well, guess what? I'm also quote unquote 20, and now I have a lot more than 200 to put aside, right? Because I invested a lot of money and effort into keeping myself 20 at this time in my life, right? And then you'll see some people say that's only assuming we don't have a downturn. Actually, downturns during those 40 years are the best thing that could happen to your investments, right? It's like every time I see a downturn, I just think, oh, that's my future retirement money going on fire sale, right? If you're going on a vacation 40 years from now and you can buy currency for it cheaply today, wouldn't that be a good thing? This is the Peter Dislike Show.